Here are my top 10 rap hip hop albums of 2018. My name is Josh, your enviers, and these are all albums that I've listened to and personally enjoyed and put on repeat throughout the entirety of the year. If your favorite rap album isn't on this list, let me know in the comment section below. At number 10, I have Saba, Care For Me. 2 years ago, I made a video just like this one, and Saba, he was number 2 on that list when he dropped the Bucket List project. That was one of my favorite albums of that year, and it still is. I still go back and listen to it from time to time because I actually purchased that album off of iTunes. Care For Me, however, was a step in a different direction, a more darker themed, obviously. It definitely fits my mood for all of 2018, but compared to his other albums or mixtapes, like the Bucket List project and my personal favorite, Comfort Zone, it just doesn't compare to what those albums did for me and the enjoyment I got out of them. But it still makes my top 10 simply for the fact that I love Saba. I've been talking about him since 2015, telling people to go check him out, and he has some good songs on it like Calligraphy and Log Out. It's good to see more and more people know about Saba and show him love and support. At number 9, I have Lil Skies, Life of a Dark Rose. It's a memorable project for me for the fact that this was the stage that set up Lil Skies to be a superstar that he is. You know, in 2017, he blew up off of the Lyrical Lemonade video, Red Roses. And with this project, he capitalized off that success. In my opinion, there's not a single bad Lil Skies song. All of his songs are hits. And although I may like certain songs more than others, on this project, I didn't skip a single one. I listened through the whole thing straight, and I could do that again and again and again, and that's why it's on this list. I'm super excited to see what Lil Skies is able to do in 2019. It feels like forever since he dropped the project, so maybe in a few months, we'll see him drop another one. At number 8, Ski Master Slump God's Stokeley. Compared to his previous project, The Book of Eli, I was coming in listening to Stokeley with super low expectations because I didn't really like it. I didn't feel like Ski Mask could make a solid body of work, and this was a turning point, in my opinion, and saying, okay, Ski Mask showing his versatility. Although some people may not like the singing, I absolutely love it. I love the singing, I love the rapping, I love the screaming. I'm loving what Ski Mask was able to do on this project. I really wanted to put it top 5, but I just couldn't because the other albums, in my opinion, I loved more, listened to more, and had more of an impact. But as someone who isn't a huge Ski Master Slump God fan, this project definitely made me one. At number 7, Meek Mill, Championships. I wouldn't call myself a huge Meek Mill fan. This is probably the first project by him that I loved, probably because I bought Spotify Premium and I bought a speaker and I play music at a gym whenever I go play basketball. And this album is nothing but like motivational hits that you this is, in my opinion, gym music. And I now understand why so many people love Meek, so many athletes love Meek, because he makes music that you want to turn up to or work out to. Never realized how great of an artist Meek Mill was until I listened to Championships. Some of my personal favorites on the album, Going Bad featuring Drake and Trauma. At number 6, Mac Miller's Swimming. The project is beautiful, but the situation sucks. I remember when it originally came out, I didn't listen to it. I was listening to Astroworld. It dropped on the same day Astroworld dropped, and I believe YG also dropped the project as well at the same time. Twitter was saying, y'all hear something? We're listening to Astroworld over here. And it sucks. It's true what they say, you know. People don't care about you until after you're gone. And I'm not saying that's necessarily the case for me, because I used to listen to Mac. He was one of the first artists that I listened to in middle school, going into high school. But I stopped listening to like in 2011. And it's unfortunate that he had to pass away in order to re-intrigue me and many others to check him out and listen to his project. And Self-Care was the video itself, and the song is one of the more beautiful rap songs I've heard this year. The project itself as well, and it sucks that it wouldn't be getting all these awards and nominations if he was still here to see it. Rest in peace to Mac. I wish I could have put this higher. In the top 5, talking about Denzel Curry's Taboo. When Curry made the XXL freshman list in 2016, I categorized them into the group of guys like Dave East and G Herbo, but I was wrong. He's lyrical, but he's a whole lot better than them in my opinion. I wish I would have listened to him sooner, back in 2016. Imperial's a great album, but I didn't listen to it in 2016. It took me until 2018 to listen to it. After I heard of Taboo, I knew who Denzel Curry was. His 2 hit songs at the time were Ultimate and Sumo, and I wasn't really feeling them. You know, a lot of people loved them, but I didn't. It wasn't until Cloud Cobain came out and made me realize I gotta check out this guy's music. I was super impressed by it. I know a lot of people will probably have this project by Denzel like top 3, maybe even the best project of 2018. I see a lot of memes of those. If you have it at your number 1, totally makes sense to me. And number 4, Kanye West. Yay. I know how people feel about Kanye West, but when you look at just his music, Yay is up there with all the rest of his albums. People may have not liked it because it's only 7 tracks, but because it was 7 tracks, that's why I enjoyed it so much, because there isn't a single bad song. This year I found out I was a huge Kanye West fan. When that March Madness bracket came out, I realized, wow, I actually know a lot of these songs and I just didn't know it. Super excited to see what Kanye brings next year with Yandi or whatever he's going to be naming it. He's in my top 3 rappers of all time. The way he shaped my music taste and the way he shaped the music industry with his fashion and his music, he's impacted a lot. I don't think people realize how much of a GOAT Kanye is. From one GOAT to another, let's talk about Kid Cudi's project, Kids See Ghost, at number 3. It's more of a collaborative project with Kanye. At first, I was super disappointed with it. But as I kept listening to it, it slowly became one of my better albums of this year. I think it's pushing music forward, and this is what a lot of hip-hop or rap is going towards. You know, we see X and Juice WRLD pushing a more alternative bass style of rap, and some of these songs on the project kind of fit that mold as well. I love Kid Cudi. I love Kanye. That's my 1 and 2 of Mount Rushmore right there. So could be a little bit biased, but I haven't really heard a project that I dislike besides Speed and Bullet by Kid Cudi. So yeah, we don't talk about that. At number 2, Astroworld by Travis Scott. I tweeted about this saying Astroworld just might be my album of the year, and I would have put it at number 1, but the number 1 project I felt affected me more personally than Astroworld did. Astroworld was a surprise for me because I never listened to Travis Scott's projects before this one. I didn't listen to Rodeo. I know a lot of people in my prior top 10 albums always mention Travis Scott, but I just didn't listen to him for some reason. I didn't like his popular songs with Goosebumps, and I feel like this album is a perfect introductory to Travis Scott's music, or at least it was for me, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. At number 1, XXXTentacion, question mark, or Skins. I wanna mention both when I talk about X, because he was the most listened to artist for me this year, before his death and after it. I remember when I originally found out about him, like a lot of other people did with his Look at Me song, I wasn't a big fan of it, not a big fan of the screaming at the time. The first song I really loved, which is gonna sound crazy because it's him singing, is Looking for a Star. Right there, it showed me this man is creative and versatile, and I'm all for it. The next song you dropped after it, Garrett's Revenge. I was like, whoa, this guy's gonna be special, and I'm all for this versatility that he's showing. He broke the stigma of me just thinking he's just loud dude screaming all the time. He could actually rap, he could actually sing. He was amazingly talented. I know a lot of people don't like Skins. They say it's incomplete, but I personally love it. The shorter, the better. A lot of people like longer projects, but anywhere between like the 7 to 12 song project, it's great. It sucks because who knows if this is his last project. Hopefully it's not. At one point we're going to stop getting new X material, so I just wanted to throw it at number 1, both projects, because I felt like him as an artist impacted me and a lot of other people a lot, and I wanted to show my respect to that. Rest in peace to X, and that's my top 10 rap hip-hop albums of 2018. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Leave a like on it, subscribe, share the video around. It'd be greatly appreciated. It was a good year in hip-hop, even though if it kind of started off rocky. it was a good year in hip hop.
God damn it, my life Hamlet. I take the cards I was dealt, throw them shit back like Gambit. It's no planet, I'm Peyton Manning. I'm so good at this shit, I'm throwing touchdowns underhanded. I know they fearing all my greatness. I'm in the spaceship, I'm taking off. They be hoping that I don't make it, blowing up like Challenger.